Continuing with revision in macroeconomics, in our episode revision 3, we will learn estimation of national income. Now we all learned three methods to calculate the national income: the value addition method, the income method, and the expenditure method. Since there are three phases in the circular flow of income, each phase gives us a method of calculating the national income. So in the production phase, value addition takes place. In the distribution phase, the income is distributed. And in the third disposition phase, expenditure is made. So the three methods of calculating national income. Let's learn the first method, value addition method, to calculate the national income. So the first step would be to find out the value of output. How do we find the value of output? It is equal to the output produced into the market price at which it is sold. So this output that is produced will be from all the three sectors, the primary, secondary and the tertiary sectors. So all of them put together into the market price will give us the value of output. This value of output is nothing but sales. If all the units of the goods that are produced in the economy are sold, whether domestic or exports, will give us the value of output. However, if there is an unsold stock, then the value of the unsold stock has to be included in sales. That means all the units are not sold, a part of them remain. So you have to add and then find the value of output. If there is a change in stock, that means some stock remains unsold during this year and next year new stock gets added up, then we land up with change in stock, which is given by closing stock minus opening stock. So then what happens? Value of output becomes total sales plus change in stock, if any. Now coming to step number 2. Now that we have found out sales, value addition is made. When we talk about sales, it means that the value addition has already been made. That is why it goes out of the boundary of the production. Now value added will be the value of the output minus intermediate consumption. Intermediate consumption, we understand raw materials and other things that are used in the production. Therefore, the gross value added will be given by sum of the value addition of all firms in the economy. That is why it is called gross, the sum total. So this gross value addition can be called as gross domestic product because we are including all the sectors. Now since it is sold at the market price, we call it GDP MP, gross domestic product at market price. Now we call it gross because it includes depreciation, and it is market price because it includes the net indirect taxes. Net indirect taxes, why net value? It is the difference between the indirect tax and the subsidies. So market price minus the net indirect tax gives us the factor cost, and the net value will be equal to gross value minus depreciation. That is what we learn here. Gross because it includes depreciation. So if you remove depreciation, we get the net value. All right. Now step 3 is to find out the net domestic product at factor cost. Now since we learnt gross and the market price, we will find out the net value at factor cost, which will be given by gross value at market price minus depreciation, which will give us the net value, minus NIT will give us the factor cost. So net domestic product at factor cost will be gross domestic product at market price minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes. This net domestic product at factor cost is nothing but that which is distributed as wages, salaries, interest, rent, profits, etc. Now step number 4. After learning what is net domestic product at factor cost, we have to find out the national income, which is net national product at factor cost, which is equal to the net domestic product at factor cost that we found just now, plus what we earn from outside, that is net factor income from abroad. Why is it called net factor income? Because it is a difference of the factor income earned from abroad minus the factor income to abroad. That is why it is the net factor income from abroad. Now, there are three precautions that we need to take. What are they? Avoid double counting. If we must take care of this double counting, otherwise it gives us a value that varies from the actual number. Avoid value of second hand goods. Why we should avoid the value of second hand goods? Because when the first time they are sold, the value addition has already taken place. So we will not include the value of second hand goods. However, if the person earns a commission or profit on that, then that value has to be added. Then the third one is we need to include the self-consumed output. Since sales or output includes a certain part of that which we are going to consume for ourselves, we need to include self-consumed output also in calculating the national income. Having revised how to calculate national product or NVA FC, we will try to solve some problems. I have here three problems. The first problem is taken from the CBSE sample paper 2019. This was asked for 3 marks on value addition. Here is the question. In an economy, the following transaction took place. Firm A sold to firm B goods of 80 crore. To firm C, it sold worth 50 crore. And to households, it sold worth 30 crores. And the goods of value rupees 10 crores remained unsold. Firm B sold to firm C goods of 70 crore. To firm D 40 crore. 30 crores were exported and goods of 5 crore were sold to the government. Now what is being asked is to calculate value of output of firm A and firm B and value added by firm B. The question is too long, but it's very simple. What we should do is to first look at value of output of firm A. What is value of output? Value of output is given by, let's write down solution. Value of output is, let's write down output is equal to sales, yes, plus value of unsold stock. Value of unsold stock. Okay. So it could be firm A, firm B, firm X, firm Y, whatever. But value of output is equal to sales plus value of unsold stock is what we have learnt. Now you put value of output of firm A. Let's say A here. Okay. Same thing applies for B also. So what did the firm A sell, sales? It is to firm B, it sold 80 crore. So 80 crore plus it sold to firm C also worth 50 crore plus it sold to the households worth 30 crore and plus unsold stock. What is the value of the unsold stock? 10 crore. Just add this over here. This will give us the value of output of firm A. Here you will get some value. 80 plus 50, 160 plus 10, 170. So rupees 170 crore was the value of output of firm A. That's it. Now let's go to value of output of firm B. So firm B is equal to the same thing, sales by firm B plus value of unsold stock if any. Unsold stock if any. Okay. Is there an unsold stock for firm B? We don't know, isn't it? So what is the sales of B? To firm C, it sold worth 70 crore plus to firm D 40 crore plus 30 crores were exported. So export also we have to take into consideration. Yes. So 40 plus exports is 30 plus 5 crore were sold to the government. So that also we have to include. There is no unsold stock, so we will not write anything. Now what is the sum equal to? 70, 100, 140, 145. So rupees 145 crore is the value of output of firm B. Now the second part, this is the first one. Now the second one is value added by firm B. So what is value added by firm B? How do we talk about value addition? It is the value of output minus intermediate consumption. Is there an intermediate consumption? Intermediate consumption means if it has bought anything from any other firm for further production. Now, if you look at this question, we have A selling to B. That means B is buying from A. So, this will be the intermediate consumption of firm B. So, that is what we are going to put over here. So, value of output we already found out is 145 minus intermediate consumption is 80 crore. That means it has bought goods worth 80 crore from firm A. So, this will give us 145 minus 80, which will be equal to something around 65 crore. 65 crore is the value addition by firm B. Here we have problem number 2, which is asking for calculate sales from the following data. Now, if he is asking for sales, that means we should be given either gross value addition or net value addition. So, let's look at these: subsidies, opening stock, closing stock, intermediate consumption, compensation of fixed capital, which is nothing but depreciation, profit, net value added at factor cost, and exports. Now, see here in value addition, we don't talk about profits, isn't it? So, we are not going to include profits over here. Then net value addition is given, exports is also given to us. So, exports is actually a part of sales. So, that we will see later after we calculate. We need not include it actually if he is asking us for total sales, right? So, now we will begin with net value added at factor cost. So, NVA, net value added at factor cost, will be given by sales, because he is asking for sales, we have to begin from there, or by the general formula, sales plus change in stock minus intermediate consumption minus depreciation and minus net indirect taxes. Okay, sales and change in stock will give us value of the output, right? That is GVA minus intermediate consumption minus depreciation will give us the net value, and minus NIT will give us the factor cost. So, that is how we have to write. Now, put in the values of these. Now, we want sales now. So, we will take this sales on the left hand side. Let us write sales NVA FC minus, because these are going on to the left hand side, we will write change in stock. Now, this minus becomes plus intermediate consumption plus depreciation here and plus net indirect taxes, right? So, we will put on the values now. NVAFC is given to us as 2000 minus change in stock is closing stock minus opening stock, which is 600 minus 100 plus intermediate consumption. Intermediate consumption is given to us as 3000 plus depreciation is compensation of fixed capital 700 plus net indirect taxes. Are we given net indirect taxes? We are not given indirect taxes, but we are given subsidies. So, subsidies will be indirect taxes minus subsidy. So, here will be minus 200. So, since we do not have IT, it will become, we will open the bracket later. So, this will become 2000 minus 600 minus 100 is 500 plus 3000 plus 700. This becomes minus 200. Whatever be the value, that will be the sales. So, it comes something around 5000, okay, rupees, whatever. So, that will be the solution. Here we have problem number 3. We need to calculate NVA at FC, net value addition at factor cost. So, here we are given certain things. So, NVA FC means directly put the full formula and then solve it. So let's write NVAFC is equal to what? We have to calculate from gross value addition from market price, because all these sub sales, depreciation, closing stock, opening stock, intermediate purchases and all gives us the GVAFC, GVA MP. Okay, so that will be equal to sales plus change in stock minus intermediate consumption. This is what we generally write, isn't it? From here, we have to come to NVAFC. NVAFC is nothing but GVAMP minus depreciation. Minus depreciation will give us the net value. And MP to FC is minus NIT, isn't it? So first we'll find out the gross value addition at market price. So what is the sales given to us? Are we given sales? Yes, we are given as 800 plus change in stock, that is closing stock minus opening stock. So closing stock is 20 minus opening stock is 50, okay, minus intermediate consumption. It is given as intermediate purchases, which is equal to 500 lakh. So 500. Here, this will be equal to 800 minus 30. This gives us minus 30 minus 500. So minus 530, which will be equal to rupees 280 lakh. Okay, since this is given in lakhs, we will write lakh. So this is our GVAMP. Now we will find out NVAFC, which is equal to GVAMP, which is 280 minus depreciation. Depreciation is given as purchase of machinery for own use. No, this will be for sales. So this has already been included. So this we will not include because it is already included in sales, right? Import of raw materials is given to us. So this we will be, can we include import of raw material over here? No, because import of raw material is included in the intermediate purchases, which is the intermediate consumption. So we will not include that also. Exports we will not include because exports is included in the sales. So here 280 minus intermediate consumption, which is 500. 280 minus 500 minus, what will we do? Sorry, this is GVAMP. Let's write down like this, minus depreciation minus NIT. So GVAMP is 280 minus depreciation is here given as 30 minus net indirect taxes. We are given subsidy, but indirect taxes is not given. So this will become minus 40 because it is indirect tax minus subsidy, na? So it will become minus. So this will become 280 minus 30 plus 40. Okay, so this will be 30 minus 40, 280 plus 10 equal to 290 lakh. So that is the calculation for NVAFC.